So here you go, guys. This is the way to get your transcript and your letter recommendation sent. So let's go over here first to My Colleges, and to make sure that here all the colleges you're applying to are listed. It indicates what deadline and what system you're going to submit the application. For most of them, it's going to be Common App or college website. Now, if you need a tutorial how to do that real quickly, when you go and put in that information, you put the college website, please put down what deadline, indicate if you are applying test option or not, and please put the email that you're using for that application. Again, the email used for the application, and then save. Once you make sure you have a balanced list all here, then what you're going to do is make sure on application documentations you do have approved 2 letter recommendations or 1 letter recommendation. It just depends what your colleges need. Remember, you can easily scroll down and see here not only if they need test scores, but also the number of letter recommendations, right? Remember, all the colleges will get 1 from your assigned college counselor. But we're not done yet. Why? Because you need to go into the surveys. Now, on the parent guardian portal on Scoir, there's a parent guardian survey that should have been done last spring semester. And you're going to do the teacher recommendation and the get to know me. If you have 1 teacher recommendation, you fill 1. If you have 2, you put both, okay? So please make sure to give specific details about your accomplishments so that all the people writing recommendations can do a great job for you. But we're not done. Now we're going to go back here to View Profile and go to My Drive. Wait, did we make sure that your name matches your birth certificate name? This is your current address, phone number. Remember, college is going to use all this stuff to match your application, because your application is either going to go through the college website or Common App, and then your transcript and letter recommendations get sent through their system, and then the colleges will match them together. So they don't have to be sent at the same time, they just need to be sent before the deadline. Before we go into that form, there are some great tools here. Tips for college application, our YouTube channel on a lot of stuff. To-do list, calendar for you. But every senior must fill out the CAP form part 2. Yes, you've seen this before, but now this is part 2, where you put your name, your teacher's name, whether it's teacher 1 or 2, indicate you've done the survey like we just showed you, and you requested them on Scoir as well. Remember, if you don't put the request here, they can't upload. Now, when you do the recommendation section on Common App, just remember no emails are entered. There has been some videos about that as well on our YouTube channel. Please indicate that all these activities are done. You know these activities and achievements. Make sure, again, explain your accomplishments, what you did, not just a list of activity. Indicate if you took the SAT or not. Are you going to be opting out of testing, or will you be taking the test? So those are key things. And then if you are applying ED, please click this box. There's a couple of other steps to do. We'll show you in a minute. Otherwise, if you're not, just leave it blank. If you're a prospective athlete getting recruited, please check this box, and there's another form that will show you that's on the Scoir drive. Here, you're going to indicate all the UCs you are applying to, just circle them, and all the California State Universities. Again, just circle them. So you do not need to put them down here. And then you're going to go based on the order of the deadlines. So just put side by side your applying list and this CAP form, write them down, indicate as EA, ED, priority, what the actual deadline. So the first application deadline is what your teachers and your college counselor is going to refer to for submission. The major for each of the colleges you're applying to, and then yes or no. If you took the SAT, and indicate for the colleges you'll be submitting it. If it's just no, cross the board, just put a line straight down. If it's yes, cross the board, put that in. Now you should have plenty of spaces for all your schools here, especially since you're circling the CSUs and UCs above. Then your parents need to check off these boxes because you and your parents and guardians should have had a conversation about you're responsible for submitting your test scores here. And then the parent are aware of the cost of a school and their net price by doing the net price calculator. And then you do understand that SI will be submitting the GPA, and that's your responsibility to have all the accurate information. That's including any outside grades submitted to the school and your college counselor. Then check here if you're not applying financial aid, or if you are, remember there's over 400 colleges that need 2 financial aid forms. And then also for our undocumented students, they may need to do the California Dream App application and CSS profile. You, the student, will sign it, then the parent guardian will sign it, and then you check with Camper Verde, Withers, and Miss Wong how to submit in person so you get the signatures done. Mr. Lorenzo, you're going to upload in Google Classroom. And then Vaccaro, during drop-in times, you're going to just get those improved in person, and all your Cap 2 forms and any other required documentations like this will be on the Scoir drive. Now, what other documentations? Well, not everyone will have that. So if you're applying early decision, you will need to fill this out and mark ED on your application. And ED, yes, you need to sign the ED, and your parent guardian have to sign the ED on their Scoir account through the application documents. If you're a prospective athlete, we do need you to understand all the different ins and outs of that process. And so on the My Drive, we need you to also fill out the athletic agreement and then also process that with your college counselor along with your Cap 2. But you only need to do these 2 if you fall into those 2 categories. All other seniors just need to do Cap 2, and then make sure everything matches on My Colleges with the surveys completed and the requests being all done here on Scoir. Please make sure you process all this as soon as possible before the deadline and follow the instructions your college counselor has given you to get that approval. Have a great day.